GCOM finds no fraud evidence. Government cancels Marriott sale. And EPA approves Oahu project. I'm Rico Pulford, and this is Uncut News. News and what's happening? Send us a tip on WhatsApp at 592-659-6151. GCOM CEO Vishnu Basod has stated that the Commission is not legally empowered to investigate allegations of forgery related to the nomination process of the June 12, 2023 local government elections. However, whenever objections are filed, contestants are informed of the facts and changes are made. But according to Basod, the Commission has not received any complaints about forged signatures and would have to report such claims to the police. So despite all these claims of forgeries, according to GCOM, they have not received any official claims in writing. In other GCOM-related news, the 2020 election COI found that senior officials of GCOM made a conscious and deliberate effort to violate the law and singled out Lowenfield and his deputy Roxanne Myers and the returning officer for Region 4, Spreadsheet Mingo, as principally being responsible. The COI accused them of clear and deliberate attempts to frustrate, obstruct, and subvert the process in favor of the coalition. The COI concluded that their conduct dealt a deep blow to the integrity of Guyana's electoral system and must be condemned by all people of Guyana. The Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Home Affairs, May Toussaint Jr. Thomas, has confirmed that her U.S. visa was revoked after her government-issued phone was seized by American agents at Miami International Airport. While there was a misunderstanding over the phone, sources suggest that once her name was flagged in the system over there, she would not have been given a choice regarding entry into the U.S. The American authorities have refused to provide information to the Guyanese government on the issue, and the Permanent Secretary has still not met with officials of the Ministry of Home Affairs on the issue. And when questioned about the issue today, the current ambassador did not have any comment to give.
What could you tell us about the seizure of PS May Thomas phone?
Thank you. That's an issue of privacy, so I have no comment on that. Thank you very much. Okay.
Speaking of the American ambassador, Sarah Ann Lynch has stated that threats made against U.S. interests in the nation have been addressed, but the embassy remains cautious and on alert.
Well, we take any threat to the U.S. Embassy or U.S. interests very seriously, and we have addressed that threat, and we are pleased that we were able to work with local law enforcement, and we had the full support of the government.
The U.S. Embassy had previously increased security protocols after receiving threats, which were not immediately reported to the Home Affairs Ministry or the police force. I wonder why. The Guyana Police Force has recently procured 47 4x4s and plans to acquire another 30 within the next 2 months. The police commissioner reported a reduction in accidents involving police driving force vehicles and aims to equip all stations with vehicles. Plans to establish an aviation unit are also underway to increase the overall transportation fleet of the GPF, but I'm sure they will demand taxi fare to come out to the scene of the crime. The government has decided not to sell the Marriott Hotel due to low bids, according to Jagdeo, with the highest bid being $65 million. The vice president stated that none of the bids reflected the true value of the hotel, and the government will not proceed until an appropriate bid is received. In fact, he said they were just fishing around and trying to see what the market was going to give them, but they weren't satisfied, so they're taking it back. The government believes that the Marriott has huge potential, and that settling for the current bids would be too low based on the value of the asset now, according to Jagdeo. This is why they call him Megamind. It's April. Keep your truck running smoothly this rainy season with high-quality parts from Automotive. They stock parts from all the top brands, including Freightliner, DAF, International, and all models of Cummins engines. Visit them at Lot 491 EE Eccles, or call or WhatsApp them on telephone number 697-0171. Save big on truck parts at Powered Automotive, the #1 heavy-duty truck parts store in Guyana. Tired of waiting on hold, tracking down a delivery driver, or carrying cash for your food orders? GT Eat is here to make your life easier. Guyana's first cashless food ordering and delivery app. Choose from Georgetown's top restaurants, pay securely with your card, and get your food delivered right to your doorstep. With the convenience of being able to order from your phone and the added feature of tracking your order, GT Eats is the ultimate solution for all your food needs. Download the app on Apple and Android stores and start ordering the easy way today. Guatemala is preparing to establish its first embassy in the CARICOM region in Ghana, with plans to open in the third quarter of this year. The two nations have enjoyed 31 years of diplomatic relations and are discussing areas of cooperation, including technical support for the sugar industry, collaboration on oil and gas, tourism, food security, and climate change. The Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs of Guatemala reaffirmed the nation's commitment to closer cooperation with Guyana and emphasized the importance of strong relations within the CARICOM region. In other CARICOM-related news, Caribbean Airlines has announced the resumption of flights to Caracas, Venezuela from May 13th, with initial flights operating every Saturday and increased frequency expected later on, coming out of the Piarco airport in Trinidad, of course. This move is part of the airline's commitment to connecting the Caribbean region and providing added value to its customers, according to the CEO. The restart of service to Caracas further positions Caribbean Airlines as, well, really your only major choice for movement throughout the Caribbean. A unit focused on defense diplomacy will be launched soon within the Office of the President, as part of the administration's foreign policy objectives. The President also announced plans to utilize the expertise of retired military officers in promoting national development based on their performance, professionalism, and delivery. The selection of officers for continuity of service will be driven by these factors, with a system in place to reward them. So an actual meritocracy. Oh boy. According to reports, Guyana has seen a significant increase in road deaths since the start of this year, with a total of 31 persons losing their lives in road accidents and another 13 in road incidents. The nation has experienced an increase in road accidents by more than 100% compared to the same period last year. Speeding and driving under the influence of alcohol remain the leading causes of road accidents, and the traffic chief has called for more responsibility on the nation's roadways. Now for today's oil update. The government has approved the development of the Uaru Reservoir, which is expected to cost upwards of $12 billion and produce 250,000 barrels of oil per day by 2025. The project is the ExxonMobil-operated consortium's fifth development, and documents about Uaru will be made public by the government soon, supposedly. As corporation chairman John Hess praised the approval process as diligent and thoughtful for both sides. Anyway. ExxonMobil also announced a new reservoir at Lancet Fish 1, which further underpins the potential oil development in the greater Fangtooth area. So, they're only going to get richer from here. Administrative Professionals Week is coming up, and there's no better way to show your appreciation than with flowers from Shanice's Flowerland. We have a wide selection of beautiful flowers to choose from, including roses, sunflowers, and stunning desk arrangements, starting as low as $6,000. Our gifts are sure to brighten up any workplace and put a smile on anyone's face. With convenient payment options like PayPal, MMG, and Cash App, ordering from us is quick and easy. It's as simple as contacting us on Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp at 645-1189. Come visit us at Shanice's Flowerland at the Movietown Mall and let us help you say thank you in the most beautiful way. Robbery season might be over, but the streets are still mean. That's why you need to get security for your home or business with Sheriff Security. Sheriff Security has well-trained guards, armed and unarmed patrol, marine patrol, canine services. They speed even our drones. Why? Because your security is their highest priority. You've seen the rest. Now hire the best. Hire Sheriff Security Service today. Now for our Uncut News, Views Poll Question of the Day. Every day we pose a question of current events in Ghana, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel it this was. Last night I asked, do you believe the government is doing enough to deal with the effects of climate change? But before we get to that, I'm proud to announce our latest addition to the Noble Army, Richard Singh, who is supporting us at the reporter level, the highest level of monthly support we've received so far. So thank you, Richard Singh. And also, a special thank you to David Griffith, Dion Nascimento, Project Zero, and Dimitri V. I appreciate you all. And if you're watching at home and you'd like to support our movement, just hit the link in the video description. Project Zero says my suggestion for the government relief during an impending drought include implementing water conservation measures, providing financial assistance to farmers, developing alternative water sources, educating the public, and implementing water restrictions. We are the land of many waters, but I do remember a time when we had to limit our water use. Water is life-saving. Public info campaigns should start soon to let the people know what they should do. Indeed, I agree. Now for tonight's question. Are all of the fraud allegations affecting your confidence in the local government elections so far? Why or why not? I want you to think about that question. Tell us in the comments below. If your response is good enough, we just might feature it in our next episode. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight, and check us out tomorrow for another. Until then, I'm Rico Bolford saying good night, folks.